Hi, this is Gerald Salenti. It's Friday, May 22nd, 2020. And here are some of today's trends in the news. On the market front, over there in Asia, not a good day. And boy, that Hong Kong was way down, over 5%. And over there in Europe, beep, mixed. Here in the States, beep, beep, mixed. Gold up, oil down, and Bitcoin down a bit, but it's still in that 9,000 level, so still looking solid. So what happened here in the States? Stocks closed a little changed on Friday as investors capped a strong week on gains amid optimism around the potential coronavirus vaccine and the U.S. reopening the economy. Reopening the economy is a lot of
absolute bullshit.
You got it. They're opening up pieces of this and that. 50 states, 50 different rules, 120,000 different regulations, all being made up. Made up crap by a bunch of crapsters. The Cuomos, the Gruesomes, the one jerks, the Holding, whatever the guy's name is, Maryland, one little slime ball, men, women, black, white, doesn't make a difference. Political freaks destroy the economy. But let's move on. For the week, the Dow gained 3.3% to post its best weekly performance since April 9th, because the Federal Reserve is pumping in all this cheap money, buying corporate junk bonds, repo markets. It's one big scam, and the big scamsters, the richest of the rich, keep getting richer, and everybody else, all those plantation workers on the global plantation of Slavelandia, keep getting poorer. And again, go to your Trends Journal. Read what Greg Manarino writes about this, because the bigs are going to get a lot bigger, and we're all going down on this. And again, your Trends Journal, there's nothing like it. Nothing. Nothing comes close. What's going on, what it means, and what's next. Everything that they're saying now, we said 3 months ago. And now they're just babbling out of their mouths like they know what they're talking about. And we'll get into that deeper. News about the potential vaccine from Moderna sent equities flying earlier in the week, the Dow surging more than 900 points because of the vaccination. The global economy is slowing down before this. Hey, Germany's in a recession, 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP. Yeah, that means we're slowing down in 2019. Same thing with Japan, same thing with Mexico, same thing with another bunch of countries. So, nothing to do with the vaccine. It's not going to do anything. Reuters reported Friday, citing scientists leading the program, the U.S. is working on an effort involving more than 100,000 volunteers to test the vaccine. 100,000 sick people to get injected with you don't know what. But hey, just like they follow the orders from March to Mussolini, to salute Stalin, to Heil Hitler, like they're following Cuomo and all the other little crapsters around the world, the Contis over there in Italy, and take out that O and stick in the U. Yeah, and that Sanchez, oh, he just got more power there in Spain. They bowed down to him and gave him more. One freak after another. So yeah, make sure you get vaccinated. Just test it out. We'll give you $10. Yeah, go on. And what else? Oh, great. Another little fraudulent, arrogant piece of crap. The jawboner. Fauci. That's what it means in Italian. Fauci, a jaw with nothing but crap spitting out of that jaw. He came out today. What did Fauci say? Fauci told NBC's halftime report he's enthusiastic about the economy reopening. This is the little slime ball, little jerk off. Hey, don't shake hands anymore. We can't open the economy. This is the clown boy that's involved with all those vaccination peoples. Yeah, you don't get to get the Medal of Honor by scumbag George Bush, as Fauci got, unless you're a low-life piece of crap, like he is. Went on to say, we can't stay locked down for such a considerable period of time that you might do irreparable damage and have unintended consequence, including consequences for health. It's for that reason that the guidelines have been put forth so that cities and states can start to re-enter and reopen. Who the hell is this little piece of shit to tell us what to do? This is a little slime ball that had the whole place closed down. And now I decided it should open up. Just like that other little arrogant piece of crap just about an hour north of me over here, little Andy Cuomo, the daddy's boy. Yeah, closed down New York State has the highest per capita death rate of COVID in the world, and New York ranks 3 in all the deaths around the world. But they know what to do. Just follow what they tell you. King Cuomo. Yeah. Anyway, overnight, China released draft legislation over new national security measures on Hong Kong. After last year's burst of anti-government protest in China, the law is expected to increase Beijing's hold over Hong Kong. China also opted against setting a GDP target for 2020 as the coronavirus batters the second largest economy in the world. Okay. Second largest economy. This is the first time they've never given a GDP report, what they expect. And I'm mentioning this because that's the reason they're saying the markets didn't go up higher. China's in deep trouble. The global economy's in deep trouble. It'll be okay. No, it won't. That's what all the little liberals keep saying. All these little people that follow the orders of their low-life leaders. It won't be okay. Gold firms, as deepening U.S.-China lifts demand. Nothing to do with U.S.-China rift. It has to do with the central bankers printing up more money than ever invented in the entire world. They never made up crap like this. As I said, read your Trends Journal. All the information's in there, and great articles in there by Greg Manarino about all this. Cheap dough going in there. We've been writing about it for years as well. Important. You know my forecast where gold is going. I will put my forecast up against gold to anybody in the world. Because you could go back to your Trends Journal, June 2019, the gold bull run has begun. Gold has climbed $400 an ounce since that time. So you know what your forecast is, and we're getting close to that with gold closing now where it is. It's above that 1735 mark, and if it holds in the range that I've been saying in the Trends Journal, 2,000 and above. Oil prices tumbled on Friday on rising U.S.-China tensions. You know what that is.
That is bullshit.
It's bullshit. There's a global slowdown, more supply than demand, and they're cutting back production as much as they can. So we're looking at Brent crude still in the $35 range, and that's a big deal right now, and it means really nothing. Oil prices have plummeted more than 40% so far in 2020. West Texas, $33.25. Bond yields hover at low levels, signaling hard times. Very, very important. When the bond yields are this low, it's a different market than the stock market. That's a gambler's market. They're saying this thing isn't going to recover. And again, much more information in your Trends Journal about this. And they're also saying, these Treasury traders, they expect the Federal Reserve, I'm not making this up, they're saying now investors believe that the Fed could basically repeat its post-crisis playbook, leaving the federal funds rate near zero for about 7 years. 7 years of cheap money. Wonder why gold prices are going up. Oh, yeah, it has to do with China. Yes, save it. UK sells bonds with negative yields. Great. Of course, you want to give money back when you buy the bond, and then when the bond comes, you get less than what you paid for it. You know what that is.
Bullshit.
You got it. On to some other news. Uneven rules, thin traffic as malls reopen. A story here about all the little slimy, low-life pieces of crap that are making up this shit about where you should stand. Don't go this way in the aisle. Go that way in the aisle. I was out shopping yesterday, went to this place, and the woman's standing behind a shield. There's the whole thing open over here where you got to pick your stuff up. Open behind her, open to the side. I step over here, and she said, "Will you stand behind the shield, please?" I didn't want to say, "You stupid son of a bitch," or in this case, daughter of a bastard. Men, women, they're all screwed up. All these little morons on a power trip. You got air blowing all around you. There's no glass shield over here. There's none behind you. There's none over here. But I got to stand over here, and I got to wear a mask. Anyway, all these uneven rules, the malls aren't coming back. The pall on the mall, I wrote about it before this happened. It's going to go down big time. More information in your Trends Journal. Here, Starbucks, others press for rate cuts. The biggest companies out there are asking their people they rent the places from, their landlords, not to let them pay rent or lower their rent. Starbucks. It's one after another. Dunkin' Donuts brands, Applebee's, Yum brands are also negotiating for their landlords to lower rent. Shake Shack, Chipotle Mexican Grill, one after another. Oh, the economy's coming back. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. WeWork wants rent break. WeWork, no work. That model's gone, dead. People are afraid to be near each other. And with more people working from home, commercial real estate going down hard. A jacket maker will lay off 250 people. Canada Goose Holdings, Inc., has laid off about 250 workers. They also said that it was temporarily closing North American and European retail stores and suspending in-house production. Mortgage delinquencies surged by 1.6 million in the U.S. in April. Housing sales half for April as lockdown froze market. And by the way, the mortgage delinquencies, the biggest monthly jump ever. Borrowers fall behind in payments. Millions enter hardship programs to defer paying credit cards and car loans. Income loss pervasive. New U.S. study shows nearly half of the adults live in households that have lost income in 2 months since the coronavirus pandemic. Not the coronavirus pandemic, the sick son of a bitches and daughters of bastards, because, hey, what happened to me too? Out of the news. So too with climate change. Bye-bye. This is all they talk about. So, just to be equal here, sons of bitches, daughters of bastards, governors, mayors, presidents, prime ministers, chancellors that have closed down the economy, don't blame the virus. The virus has killed hardly any people compared to all the other deaths in the world. And that's a fact. All in the Trends Journal, only the data, only the hard facts. And layoffs remake the job market for tech industry. And all the tech companies, Uber, Lyft, firing people. Tech is where it was all growing. Not anymore. The whole thing's going down. More. Permanent job losses are likely to be a feature of the eventual U.S. economy, according to the University of Chicago research, which estimates that 42% of recently unemployed workers will not return to their jobs amid the profound shock stemming from coronavirus lockdowns. They got it right. Stemming from the lockdowns. Again, half not coming back. Facebook to shift permanently to a more remote workforce. Commercial real estate, Silicon Valley, con man. Yep, going down around, everywhere around the world. Real estate prices, where they all boomed, going down, particularly in commercial. China lent billions to poor countries, and now they can't pay it back. I mention this because of all the Belt and Road Initiative, all that money that was going in there. Poof. The worst is yet to come. The Greatest Depression has begun. Global agencies warn of dangers in Yemen after UN staffer dies. Yemen's a disaster. Nobody really cares about it. It's the worst humanitarian crisis on earth, and now it's getting much worse, thanks to the United States, brought to you by the slimy little everybody loves hope and change you can believe in, Barack, the Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner Obama, that started this war with Saudi Arabia and picked up by Trump and kept going. Protesters fear end of the road. That's about Hong Kong, and the end of the road is near. U.S. aims to keep Iran oil out of Venezuela. When all else fails, they take you to war. What right do we have to be involved with Iran and Venezuela? And you know what the jerks say? This general or Admiral Fallon or fake man or whatever his name is? He goes on to say, Iran's outreach to Venezuela is meant to help it gain a position advantage in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood? Our neighborhood? Venezuela is not in our neighborhood. Admiral Sick Man, mind your own damn business. No foreign entanglements. Hey, everything's just great over here. Why not invade other countries? And what else do we have here? Coronavirus not under control in U.S., warn imperial scientists. This just came out. Imperial scientists, imperial pieces of shit. These are the same little slime balls that started the fear and hysteria. Right out of there from England. Silenti, be proper like the English are. Yes. Yeah, the sun never sets on the British Empire as we slaughter hundreds of millions of people all over the world and bow to the Queen and take it up the you-know-what by all the other freaks that like it like that. Imperial College in London. These are the shits that said 1 to 2 million people would die in America. And now people are listening to these crapsters throw out more crap. Imperial College. Say your imperial shit and you know what to do with it, imperial. What makes you better than anybody else? Oh, we bow to the king and the queen. That's how stupid we are. You salute the presidents. Migrant ban is extended indefinitely in the United States. Migrant bans everywhere. Refugees, forget it. This is going to be big. You haven't seen the beginning of it yet. People are going to do anything they can do to escape poverty, corruption, crime, and violence. Riots, demonstrations. They're going to want to go everywhere they can in the world, and they're going to risk their lives to do it. Big one. New rules leave full toll at nursing homes unclear. A disgusting piece of shit story by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that are not, you don't have to report how many people died in nursing homes as of like the middle of May or the second week of May. So forget what happened all before that. You only can report from now on. Most of the people that died, some 50% have died in nursing homes. Elder care, chronically ill, diabetics, people on obesity, respiratory ailments, and lung disorders. And now, a recently launched federal effort to collect data on the impact of the coronavirus in nursing homes will leave the full toll unclear because of a new rule. A new rule, they make up crap. New rule. New rule by your rulers. And there's a quote on here. We're going to get very incomplete picture of the pandemic in nursing homes, said David Grabowski, a professor at the Harvard Medical School, because facilities don't have to submit information about the early impact of the virus. How do we understand what's happening if we only have data back to early May? And a lot of states haven't even reported. But yet they have everybody freaking out and wearing masks and socially distancing. Governors take steps to erase restrictions, making up crap. And what else? Oh, this is a good one. Alaska opening up. And they're telling restaurants and bars and gyms they could operate at full capacity. Good for them. Cambridge will hold lectures online. Full school openings still up in the air. Online classes boom for adults, learners too. Again, one of my top trends in my book, Trends 2000, interactive view. It's a whole new education system that's going to be developed. The old one is gone. Again, it was invented by the Prussians during the industrial age to get everybody to work in centralized location, follow orders, read, write, and do math. This is big. It's going to be a great investment opportunity. And again, more in the Trends Journal. And they're opening up Point Pleasant beaches in New Jersey. And one lifeguard will sit perched on a tall wooden chair. Two others, maintaining distance, will stand centennial on the beach below. All three will wear scar-like masks. They will patrol the beach to determine the capacity and social distancing. Social distancing on the beach. The wind blows all over the beach. They're making this crap up. Apple, Google issue systems to track virus. Several states have provided misleading coronavirus tests. Not making this up. It's a mess out there, said Mike Osterholm, head of the University of Michigan, who did this study, School of Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy. Testing is very, very important, but we're not doing the right testing. The data is really kind of screwed up. Kind of screwed up, just like the screwballs that are screwing us up. Temperature scanners rush to market. ACLU warns against temperature fever screening tools. They're robbing us of our rights, and they're inaccurate. The data's all there. But, hey, it's okay. Scientists band together and are against mass gatherings. And here's how they begin it. Some scientists looking for some scientists? How about the scientists that aren't against it? And you read the article, that's all they do. 2 or 3 people that say we shouldn't gather in mass. So no more weddings, no more bar mitzvahs, no more partying, no more concerts, no more good times, because some scientists think. No data, they think. Virus is yet another deadly risk in shadows of U.S. smokestacks. I'm mentioning this because a lot of the places where the people died are in poorer areas that are highly polluted. And highly polluted areas like that place in Italy, in Lombardy region, that we wrote about in the Trends Journal, where the highest death rate was. You worried about the coronavirus killing you? How about all the poisons they're pumping in and out to our food? You like those pesticides? Maybe GMOs are your trip. Artificial colors, artificial flavors. Yeah. All the crap, all the chemicals, all the poisons. Here's another one. In upstate New York, pollution worries mount. A small city in upstate New York, blah, 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 blah. And what they're doing is that their forever chemicals from the U.S. military have been trying to destroy, and what they're doing is they're destroying them there. These chemicals are poisoning the water all over the country, all over the world. This is that foam that they spray when they go through those drills. Deadly poison. They're poisoning us in so many. I'm mentioning this because you're worried about the coronavirus. They're killing us. You can't drink the water. You can't breathe the air. You can't eat the food. Chemicals, pesticides, pharmaceutical industry. Coronavirus. And then finally, state polls suggest Biden has clear national lead. Of course, that's pumped out by the Cartoon News Network, who also said Trump will lose in a landslide because of the economy. New election model predicts. And this is from Oxford Economics. They predicted that. And the other one was a Marquette Law School poll. Check out your 2016 Trends Journal, May. Right there, we were the first magazine to call Trump a winner. Do I like Trump? He's a narcissistic freak. I don't like any of them. Oh, by the way, I agree with Trump to open up the economy. I can't stand Trump, what he's doing in Venezuela and Iran. Despise Trump for giving all that money to the riches with his tax break. So I just call it like it is. And our top trend for 2020, one of them was Trump by default. 2020. He wins the election. Look at the clown that he's running against, Biden. Trump 2020, minus a wild card. There's no wild card in the Trump card, but minus a wild card, Trump wins. And here's why. He's going to blame the Democrats for closing down the economy, putting all the people out of work, because it's the economy, stupid. So don't forget, read your Trends Journal, subscribe to the Trends Journal, spread the word. The more people we have, the more subscribers we have, the more we can do. Because if we don't fight for freedom, liberty, love and joy and beauty, they're going to keep erasing it from us, because they've already done it now. They've sucked it out of us, and they're going to make believe they can vaccinate it back into us. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's trends in the news. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens, from the world leader in trend forecasting.